we are live with a Fan Factions game. We're playing Freebooter, who we saw last time. We're also playing Super Zarni and this Ultra Zarni, who's clearly good, but who I'm going to probably red thumb because I don't really like playing against alts. Anyway, we're missing two of the scoring tiles, and it's a dry scoring track. So I think a scoring faction is kind of fun here. There's no stacked events, so like the time travelers aren't really very fun. There's double stack cult rewards, which makes Genie kind of fun. There's like a world where you get this pass tile, the cult step pass tile, send first priest to water, cult bump, water 2. It's still not quite enough. Honestly, I'm tempted to just toss in a base faction here. Who do we like? Well, I think the brown factions aren't that good here, so let's just put in halflings. They have some inherent scoring with the dig advances and plus the 10 cheap digs, and I just like halflings in general, and throwing in at least one base faction is going to help stabilize our outcomes, so let's see how this goes. We got wisps right away into the second seat. Wisps might compete for like a single spade action in round 1 this game. This Dwellings event might inspire them. I also think that probably wisps would love to put priest to water here. I don't like wisps, so I like never bid on them that much. I think that they're kind of an annoying design, but I have seen them get good results, so I shouldn't just completely ignore them. Freebooter's doing some thinking here. Alright, so Wisp's dream line is first priest to water, followed by like TP dwelling, something like that. And then they probably try to fly here like sometime between rounds 3 and 4, I would think, to assure that they connect, and then they can do whatever else they want. But like I think that typical starting places for wisps in this matchup, or like in any game, might be like here and here. That's if you can see my cursor, that's D2 and D5. We got green put in. Green, of course, is tricky for wisps, but if wisps open with a I actually do like green here because temp ship is in the game. So what should probably happen here is it'll go spade then temp ship, and then wisps. I think that you still want the priest, but that means that halflings get the double dig. So I'm just gonna bid on these guys first. I think that there's also a reasonable chance that Chaos Magicians are starting in the spade. So if the chash dallah don't take this hex with their first action, that does mean that Chaos should be able to bust through here. Now, the chash could also take that with their first action, which would be really crappy, honestly. But, I mean, they're capable of doing that. If that happens, then what do you do? You still want to, like, in this colored matchup, no one's probably taking your yellow. Well, actually, this is a little awkward for wisps because no one's on this hex. Like, no one's giving a neighbor on D2. You are allowed to make expensive trading posts, so it might not be the worst idea to do it anyway, to start there anyway, but, like, you could maybe start over here. Then you probably don't connect. but you likely get halflings as a neighbor at some point. I'm going to put one more on halflings. This is probably enough, and then we can move on to chaos magicians. Super likes chash, which this is one advantage of the slow auction. It probably tells us that if you like chash more than you like chaos, it means that you're trying to get this hex in round one. You're probably starting here, and then trying to secure this hex in round one. Take it away from chaos. Can wisps disrupt that? Would wisps take the single spade? You kind of want to save your TPs for later, but... Oh wait, wisps start with crappy starting power, right? So... Yeah, they only start with 5 power in their second bowl, so they don't have an easy time securing the single spade unless they take this really crappy tile. So probably wisps are just going to make a TP build this, and then one of these two guys gets the single spade, and we don't know which one it is, so... Snake, you're saying D8 halflings? D8 is here? What's this? Is this an effort to invite chaos over? Or is it what, to like... I'm not sure I see the point in D8. I think it's just the usual starting spots here for halflings, right? Unless I'm drastically mistaken. One of your fears for halflings here is maybe you lose... No, you just dig this hex in round one, right? You dig this central black if wisps are over here in E4, and you're pretty happy, I think. Yeah, I don't like wisps here. I think that it's correct that chaos are getting bid. Chash do get temp ship, but halflings are either getting worker power or they're just going to spade down a single dwelling. Like, either way is pretty... I think that you're pretty happy. D8 F5 dwelling rush. Well, so you're talking about building 4 dwellings and no TPs, and then just save your TPs for this round and you build 4 of them. Maybe that's acceptable. I mean, it is dwellings and TP tiles, but no, I don't think that's actually what we want to do though. Especially because we might get 0 neighbors here in the east. Green in these matchups can often start on this hex, especially if they're going for the shipping line. So, actually, one interesting thing that green can do is green can start on this hex, right? You can ship like this in round one. Wisps don't start with shipping, so I think wisps are really iffy given that temp ship is in this matchup, because if the chash start on this hex, then you don't have a place to put this spade, and you're kind of just dead. Yeah, I think that you can't. This is pretty iffy for wisps. Like, I'm not sure that there's a spot with both a neighbor and anything helpful that you can do. This is pretty interesting for our poor blue faction here. Like, maybe you do have to just start G6 or something. Like, it looks really bad for wisps. Maybe you play this game without leech, or you hope to get an unusual neighbor here over here in the west. But like, I don't even know where you start placement. Like, maybe you start placing with H4 because you anticipate a hostile placement from chash. So you just start here, and then if that doesn't happen, then you can come over here to D5. Like, if C3 doesn't happen, then you place D5, right? You think halflings are a lot better than CM here? I'm not convinced about that, because CM... Well, I guess there's no real, like, track value for CM here, right? Like, maybe you get around 4 town. And then maybe you get 1 temple here, but it's a very crappy track for CM. It's a crappy track for everyone, honestly, but halflings have a better chance at 2 towning here. They're definitely going to get 1 town. They should be able to hit both of these events if they wish. and they at least have 2 towns. They're gonna do decent on network at least. They're gonna have at least like 9 network points, I think. Probably 14 structures for halflings this game, I would expect. My question is, are chash taking this hex, right? Because if chash do take this hex, then chaos are really, really bad. Yeah, I think wisps have really, really big downside here. It's not clear where you can get neighbors and be able to use your TPs well, because Super is saying that wisp seems bad. Sorry. I agree, but I think that's largely because green is placed after them and is almost 100% going to get temp ship. But yeah, wisps just seem like kind of tragically bad here, actually. Should we consider like what favor we want as halflings if we do get them, or should we consider like what the game plan is with these other guys? Like what is your game plan if you don't get this stretch, and what is your game plan if you do? Like, and are you getting that stretch? I don't think you can even place H4. Like, I was thinking that H4 might be an interesting choice, but you can't even place there because halflings are here, and halflings act before you, so, or I mean, halflings can choose to really F you over by just starting here and then opening the game with a dig on this hex. And then you don't even have a town in here. You can try to punish halflings by like digging away this hex if they double spade around you, but that's also quite bad, so. Don't know what you're supposed to do here as wisps. Like how you can get both a neighbor and a place to place your spades. How good is it to actually spade this hex in round 1 if you're chash? You have 1 spade, so ideally actually you're spading this hex, right? Like your dream is to start here, get this hex, and then single spade this hex. However, almost certainly chaos would deny you the single spade already. So if you don't start here, then wisps are here, and you get out this hex, this hex, this hex, this hex. You get out 4 dwellings in that case. Which is like not terrible, but I don't know. I'm not sold. I'm. This is so. I just don't know what to make about this. You know, it's like, are we getting this guy or not? If we are, then we're. I think we want chaos at this price. But if we're not, then we could be deeply effed here. It could also happen that we don't get the double spade in round one. Wisps could take worker power, and they could do something like start here, single spade this hex. Like I don't see how that's good for them, but like there is a world where halflings have some issues. Now this isn't right because chash getting this center town is very good for them. So I think that chash almost always want this gray hex. In which case, can we place G6 and then take a single dig followed by an expensive TP, followed by a TP to get this guy? I think that halflings, the smart place to place for halflings would be H7, right? And then you dig this guy and you secure it. And then wisps, you try to get around here. Like, I also wonder if there's a world where wisps starting here is good. You get halflings as a neighbor here, and then you try to like carve this town, but it just seems slow, and you're really at the mercy of halflings to place there, which, like, halflings have no real incentive to help you out that way, right? They can just laugh at you. Like, sure, they get a little leech, but they can also get that leech by building here and then just waiting for you. So, like, I would not be inclined to help out as halflings. I'm not sure how low these, like, brown and red need to be for me to consider bidding on green here. I hate these long options. I just don't see anything for wisps. Like, the priest of water line seemed okay, but now that I'm looking at it, like, what are you gonna do with the priest of water? What are you actually doing with that? I mean, I guess you're getting this stuff and you're hoping to play culty, but like, it just. Where do we expect placements? I think that we kind of expect green here and here, brown here and here, red here, and then can we just place here? Can we place here, turn this hex to brown, and then, like, it's not a town though, right? Like, it's funny, but it's not a town. You really hurt chaos by placing here, because if you just turn this hex to brown, but it doesn't help you, because, like, this hex disappears in round one. You don't really want to bridge this guy. That's still a triple dig. It's still halflings. I think that super on chash is likely to take this hex. That's the reason why don't want chaos here. But I guess the upside for chaos is that wisps are pretty likely to be over here, I think. Like, when I actually think about it, wisps probably just place D2, and they just suck it up if they have to build expensive TPs this game. And temp ship is in the game. So if that hex disappears, what do we do? Maybe we grab the priest. Do we bridge? Do we just bridge if that happens in round 1? And then what favors do we take? Maybe we take water 1, water 2, go for the priest bonus. And then, no, I don't think that you can take water 1, water 2 here. Yeah, I think that that's probably too iffy. But you can bridge here. And you should be able to, unless halflings get temp ship. I guess in my last game, like, halflings took this hex in round 1, temp shipped to here in round 2, and then took this. If halflings don't get temp ship, then you can still make a town with your bridge. So you just take fire 2, earth 1. And then you try to pass on a temp ship or something to get this. Yeah, I think that there's outs for chaos. And yeah, I guess the out is that you just double ship up to here and then go for these guys. You should also get pretty decent leech. Well, there's no guarantee that you get a ton of leech because blue is not in the game, so. Red alert saying, can wisp start G6 and crush halflings' dreams of getting to H7 in round 1? Yeah, I mean, they could, but that's like halflings, yeah, halflings can just start on this hex if that happens, because halflings get to place in the center first and then come here to come up through here. So I think you're fine as halflings in that case. And you, Snake, you're saying that if you're halflings, you're going to place G6 and then go to F7. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, I was thinking that probably D2. D2 I think is kind of a must. Like, this hex is just so good, and you might get red as a neighbor anyway, and these hexes are kind of made for wisps to dig, right? Wow, that is super gonna just place here. We'll find out. Three towns, no connection. That's fair. That's fair. Does halflings have to single dig first action? I mean, it depends, right? Are wisps taking worker power? Yeah, super does start at the spot where I thought they might. It could be a situation where I get no leech here. I mean, I won't get 0 leech. I will get this hex, but we'll see how it all goes down. Maybe we take water 1, water 2. But I think that hurts us too much economically. The priest is just not that good. Landing on temp ship would be pretty ideal. Halflings have to single dig first action. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but like all this kind of relies on wisps to be kind to us, right? Like it's all out of our hands, which is what's so frustrating. The other thing is that if halflings single dig, then they're taking one of these hexes, right? In which case, yeah, green doesn't get the leech, but it is not impossible for chash to get double dig. If wisps choose to upgrade next to them, then they could get double dig. Yeah, this is why this matchup is so swingy, right? Like, I'm not even sure that this is that crazy for wisps to start here, because honestly, like, they're starting with a massive point. Well, okay, I don't think they're ever beating chash dallah by starting there. I think that green is like not hurt at all by wisp starting here, and they're completely fine with that. So Freebooter is probably now realizing like why this was so bad. Maybe I should start here. I should help out my my fellow blue faction, and then I can start here. As long as wisps don't come after E2, then actually, even if they come after E2, like this green hex is just as good, right? I go for some garbage over here. Like, I don't have a color neighbor, so theoretically D4 should hang around. Halflings are going to get off to a firecracker economic start, so they could be advanced digs by this point. Oh, never mind. Wisps do place over there in the east. So, I do expect H7 halflings here. That would be my guess. Anyway, I think that halflings are double digging first action. I think that wisps probably take the priest. Like, this starting spot, like, I guess you hope that you get F7 then spade this, but I would probably just start with a priest, which means that chash should be able to single dig. Halflings could also start F7, but it seems clear to me that H7 is better. You want this southern connection path as opposed to anything going on in the north. And we're of course starting here. I do think the way that, like, first, like, chash are going for a dwelling rush, so they have no real incentive to upgrade in round one. And then the other two factions might be upgrading over there. So I think that the two favors might be air 2, earth 2. Yep. All right, all as expected. We do take the spade, of course. I just had like the worst idea ever, which was that I could have taken temp ship, bought the priest, advanced ship, build this, this, and this with my first turn. Or this, this, and this. Would that have been the worst opening of all time? No, it's not the worst opening of all time because I've had worse myself, but worst planned opening of all time. Start on temp ship, take this, this, and this with a hard dig. Ooh. Well, this is quite nice for us. This is pretty lucky this is a pretty good break for us. I don't think wisps are supposed to take that really, but we did it. Yeah, we did it. You gotta open temple as CM. You would have done it? CM dwelling rush? Okay. God, this game is going to be so bad. This is going to be like one of the worst games of all time. Anyway, yeah, halflings getting blocked off of worker power is quite bad for them. Like, I do think that maybe there was a case for starting here as halflings. Just to be nice to wisps and discourage them from blocking you off of worker power. But they do have to single dig and build this hex now. Otherwise, wisps just take single dig, build this hex. Yep, there it is. Now it's wisps. So now chash cannot possibly get the double dig. I don't think it's great for them to hard dig, but they theoretically could go hard dig, build, build. I don't think that's great. Like, if they're going to hard dig, then they might want the workers action and come over here and do it. And also, actually no, right? Because if I take this hex, chash are getting double dig. They'll take this gray hex, and I think that they're very happy with double dig. They take this blue, this gray, and they go one, or they don't even need to double dig next action, right? They can build this, and then take 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, this is very good for chash. And now I think I'm starting to see why this happened this way, because wisps can take the workers and open temple plus 3 dwellings. It's not that bad. I agree. This is also very good for chash. Like, this is just very, very good for chash, because they're going to get double dig. This is actually the ideal chash dallah opening, to build all your dwellings in round 1, and then next round they get to do something else, and uh-ohs. Yep, okay. So okay, cool. So this is going to be a decent game at least. And we're going to see how decent performs for us. We are indeed getting 0 leech in round 1, which does make me slightly inclined to take Air 2 here. Well, I mean, I guess we don't know where halflings are upgrading. They could upgrade here, which they might be incentivized to do. Nice. Okay, we're not getting 0 leech. So, is Water 1, Water 2 back on the table? How badly does Water 1, Water 2 cripple us? It seems kind of silly to go Water 1, Water 2, I think, because we should just be able to make a temple next round if we take an econ favor here, right? Yeah. We're supposed to take an econ favor here, then we'll single dick this hex, and then we'll take Water 1, Water 2 for the spade next round. Oh no, but if we do that, then we can't even place the spade, because we won't have advanced our shipping. And we'll have taken this hex already. So, okay, hold on. Can we go Water 1, Water 2 next round, use the spade on here, and just have a really, really slow opening, like temple 1 dwelling after 1 round, or 2 temples after 2 rounds. Again, it doesn't play the track at all. I think that that's probably a little too poor. Okay, we'll scrap those cult rewards. Let's just secure Fire 1. Oh, Water 2 wisps. Let's go. Chash indeed go for this line. Do we upgrade over here or in here? Oh, it's the same leech-wise, right? We upgrade in the center because chash are never upgrading this hex, whereas they are upgrading this hex, so. Oops. Super realizes that he can just build G3, which he's probably just going to do. There's no real world where halflings are going to... Oh. No, he takes... Okay, this was also expected. Because this does give like a lot of good access. If I cut them off of this hex, then they get blocked off a lot of stuff, so... Anyway, we did expect that, so we're not too scared. Again, I think that this hex will get leech eventually, so we're happy to do that. Husky, how's it going? Ultra Zarni isn't super? Nonsense. Nonsense. Halflings are doing exactly what Super Zarni wants, right? I predict that one of these two will win the game, which can only be evidence of collusion. I do want Freebooter to play a little faster, though. Buys the priest, too. This is good stuff here. He is going to get first priest to Earth, so that actually is like legitimately pretty good. I mean, it's not like we really want the workers here or anything, right? We can't open with a sanctuary either way. We're always taking Earth 2. Do we also take Earth 1? Or you take Fire 1? You take Air 2? Freebooter is saying that he's not having fun. I mean, yes, this isn't fun. That's why no one wanted them. Okay. taking fire. We're taking earth 2 for sure. Our workers count is just too poor. And do we just take earth 1 here? I think we can afford to wait on earth 1. I think Freybreeder is talking about rage quitting, which, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's about to happen. Skimming means you think that Wisp should have just gone isolate expensive TP on G2 instead of the dead dwelling. Yeah, I think I agree with that too. Anyway, we literally cannot double dig next round. There's nothing really left for us to do. So the question is, do we want this guy, this TP tile, or do we want the coins? The case for the TP tile is that Wisps are talking like they want to quit the game, which means that they might do something really dumb and annoy me. And that means that Wisps could be doing something like upgrading this hex. And if they do something like upgrade this hex, then EA goes kaput. I would love to temple next round. So I think I want this EA. I would like this hex lets me single dig and build a temple for Earth 1, Water 1, or something like that. Obviously the coins and the cult step are better economically, but I'm kind of worried about what might happen here. The other thing I can do is I can just say, forget the TP. Building dwellings is good. We single dig this, we advance our ship, and then we just build these. I think that that's probably the line that we should go for. Like, I think I've talked myself into not taking 2 more favors. And then I maybe take scoring favors here. I can Sanctuary Earth 1, Water 1 if we can. Yeah, he's talking about switching to turn-based, which is not what I want to do. I don't mind playing turn-based, but like I would rather just like finish this game and like if we need to, then we kick. I think that there's a significant chance that, by the way, that this hex gets double dug or something by Chash next round, like double hard dug. Like that's okay if that happens. I'm prepared for that possibility, but it would kind of suck. The line that I have seen work for parrots is they fully advance in the exchange track in this round. However, I've blocked off the best coins tile, so I think that either they're going to build TPs and then take this hex, or they might take this guy and advance on the exchange track and see if they can get the leech for a coins action or something. Our halfling's going to send 5 power priest here. That's pretty neat. Well, this sucks, but we were prepared for this. We'll just have to double dig this hex now. This obviously shouldn't have happened to us, but thankfully we passed first and we have the double dig in hand, so this will just cost us like a... It'll cost someone else the double spade next round. Not that I think that anyone's going to use it, but... Wisps just actually cost themselves the double spade next round because they had it in hand. But whatever. This TP is especially bad because it kills their worker income and they would have gotten points for it next round. Like, you don't really have to just hurt me here. You can just make this TP next round instead. And I don't really get it, but whatever. You can't really expect like a player who's on the verge of rage quitting to be making rational moves, which is unfortunate, but I think my best line here involves me getting another priest, actually. I could build, like, if I miss out on this hex, if I could just get one more power or something, and this is actually where it really hurts that Wisps did this. I got 3 power from that. However, I had to spend an extra 4 power. So I would have enough power for a priest power action if this hadn't happened, and then I would have been able to get this guy and this guy. Man, for someone who says that they don't want this game to, like, that they just want this game to be over, they're really taking quite a long time. And honestly, like, as Super pointed out, it is round 1. The game isn't over. Like, you can still put priests to cults. You can, like, it's not over. Like, you got the first priest on one of the best cults. Okay, thank you. Someone else finally got fed up and started to kick, so. I don't know if this is going to be a thing where he just, like, chooses to run down his clock. I really hope that that's not the case. Oh, this is quite nice. Okay. If no one else steals the priest from me, then I should be able to come here, and then we'll see if I need another priest or not. So I think just building 3 dwellings is, like, ending with a worker in hand is okay. I save some of my power in that case. And I can use it for coins or digs upcoming. I will, because obviously I do produce priests, and there's a temp ship tile as well that I can use later. Oh, super does not have enough workers to be double hard digging this either, so yeah, if I can just get these 2 hexes, I'll be pretty happy without advancing my ship a 3rd time, or a 2nd time so early. Given that there's no shipping tile, I feel like that's a pretty reasonable way to feel. Of course. Okay, Freebooter is claiming technical difficulties. Should we consider this game over and won by our dictator because of their greatness? I think so. I mean, this is a pretty sick opening for Chash. But honestly, the game might be more over because one of our opponents is not really playing. So all the workers get taken. This could be a round 1 dig advance by round 2 dig advance by halflings. That's pretty neat. I do wonder if I should be... So, given that halflings are going to be advancing their digs very aggressively here, I do wonder if we're supposed to come after G2 right now. Let me see. We have the power to go... Just doing some math here. We have the coins to go advance ship, build 2 dwellings. We're actually 1 short of being able to build 3 dwellings. However... I think that this, well, the G2 hex isn't that important, right? I guess it gives access here for free, but I'd probably beat halflings over here anyway. Like, how important is this hex? Is it important to take it away from halflings? Might not have to, right? Like, I might be able to just build these 2, pass on a temp ship, and then, wait, halflings, if they advance digs twice, they get down to 3 workers. Then if they dig and build this, then they have 1 worker left. Like, they could use that to turn this hex yellow, but I don't think that that's actually particularly worth their time. So I think that I should be able to just... Oh, I guess... Would Chash take temp ship again? I don't think that they actually want to. I think that they want to pass on to the TP tile. So if I go dwelling, dwelling, bump, then I should be beating halflings to this hex. And then I get another hex for free. I get these 2 hexes for free. I'm probably sanctuarying for Earth 1. Yeah, I'm probably sanctuary for Earth 1 and Water 1 next round. With a coins action. Like, maybe I don't get Earth 1. Maybe I should just be looking for Water 1, Air 1 next round or something. Super is actually taking quite a long time to think about this one. Man, this game is not going as fast as I want. Yeah, I agree, Bowser Hugs, that I can take this. And did you hear a dog in the background? Yes, you did. You heard my dog. She is hanging out under my couch right now. Freebooter is complaining that someone did try to kick him, but anyway, Super is letting us have this hex for sure. We're not sure if Freebooter will let us have it, but I think that with this Priest to Earth, he can no longer afford to both single dig and make a TP on this hex, so we should be able to get this hex. Takes the Priest, which is cool. I don't know what it's for, but it's cool. We would love temp ship. I think that it wouldn't be crazy if halflings just pass onto temp ship right now. It would be pretty crazy, but it's not like the most insane thing that I've ever heard of. It would only be like the second most insane thing that I've ever heard of. You think the kick attempts are deserved? I agree. But honestly, like, neither of these guys should be kicking given how much clock they're burning. This stream is actually at 50 minutes, and I'm not thrilled about that because we're in round 2 and it's actually not that close to being over. I think I'm probably going to be red thumbing this player because this is too much, in my opinion. Oh, Super passed because he gets the coins action. I see why he passed. Yeah, because I was talking about passing and getting a coins action, but of course I'm not going to get it anymore. The coins goes to the wisps, cool. Oh, I should have on Earth so that I could have access to coins, but oh well. Missed that I could do that. Halflings send Priest to water, so they're gonna get 2 cult spades. That seems quite reasonable. We want to bump Earth because Earth is good. Oh, wisps can use their regular spade on here. Yeah, I mean, wisps are, like, it's not like they're crushing it, but they're doing fine. Like, it's not the end of the world for them. It's just like it's not a great game. Like, bad games happen in Terra Mystica. Super got chash at 30, but round 1 was dwellings, so he paid 0 in leech this game so far, so he got 12 points from placing all his dwellings, and then he got 7 points from the pass tile, so he's scored 19 points so far, or 21. Sorry. Oh, he built this TP as well, so yeah. Yeah, it's hard to blame someone for trying to kick, like, when you're threatening to basically quit the game. And when you're consistently passing out of the game, like, taking so long. Alright, so we did get left temp ship, which is brilliant. Love that for us. So now we do get this hex. We get this hex, we get this hex, we get this hex. The question is, can we afford to Sanctuary Earth 1, Water 1 in the meantime? I'm not sure about Water 1, but we can definitely afford to Sanctuary Earth 1 at the beginning of the round if we're left it. And I think that we are, because Super is always taking coins here. So we do get to open with Sanctuary Earth 1, Water 1. And we're not going to have a coins issue after next round, so yeah, I think I like this quite a bit. I think it's probably G4, yeah, and F4. I don't know, he builds here, so I guess I'm probably going to lose E3, but I can probably stomach that loss. I wonder who else will be taking Earth 1 next round. Like, 0 scoring favors have been taken, which is neat. 2 factions have taken Water 2, which is kind of neat. Yeah, Freybooter has a spade to use. Presumably it goes on E10. There it is. And then, yeah, he can turn this hex to black, I guess. Skinny, if you have a bad game like this, you tend to cope in silence and then play as fast as possible. Yes, agreed. Double TP it to blue. Which hex are you talking about here? D8. Yeah, but you don't need the second expensive TP to make it happen, right? Because if you make a second expensive TP, then this guy's already a town. You don't need this hex anymore. Yeah, you're saying like these, like a single TP and then an expensive TP can turn this D8 hex to blue. However, like, does that really do anything for them? It's just one hex and it doesn't even help them form a town. Because if they make that expensive TP, then they already have their town. Oh, Super puts priest first. That's wild. Does he think? Okay, so, but. Okay, so these digs are not fully advanced yet. Do I need to secure this hex? How bad is it if I just grab the coins now? Okay, you know what? I take this hex, then I grab Earth 1. I miss out on the coins, but... yeah, you know what? Earth 1's not going away this round. Halflings are going to be taking... Halflings probably put the last priest... No, halflings need to advance their digging, so... Oh, wow, we're taking this. Freebooter grabs Earth 1, that's fine. Super grabs the coins. Ultrazarni probably isn't taking Earth 1 here. And I should be able to get... Ultrazarni probably... Well, I should probably get the last priest to Earth here, right? That would be fantastic for me. Go. And now we should get Earth 1, and then this guy and this guy. And I think we're pretty happy. But hold on, are we trying to get Earth 1, or are we trying to take these two digs here? I think we're trying to get Earth 1. Well, like, I could be getting this hex and this hex, right? Instead? Should we pivot? It's a decent number of track points to get... Yeah, it's 4 track points to dig these two hexes here. It helps with my network for sure. We only have 3 more dwellings left on our board, though. Maybe we should see about our leech situation. I think the Earth 1 line is fine. We want to Sanctuary next round anyway. And maybe we can just take single dig on this guy and then build this. Yeah, I think that if we just pass up scoring favors forever, we actually won't be happy at the end of the game if we never take scoring favors. Let's see where halflings choose to dig. There's a world where we take these 2 hexes, but Super is going to max the income track this round. That makes plenty of sense. And then next round he should be able to get water 1. Okay, so I should forget about this hex. Like, that's what that tells me, right? Like, I should clearly forget about this hex, because halflings still have some stuff. They can just turn this guy to whatever color they want. I don't really want to give them this extra neighbor either, so I'm just going to build my hexes as we were planning to do before. So we return to our regularly scheduled programming. We take this. It doesn't look like we're getting a second town this game. Unless, I don't know, maybe we can make something happen here in the north. But this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digs. That seems like a lot. We don't have advanced digs yet, and I'm not sure if we're going to get there, so... I think that Super wants this town quite a bit. This is a 3 dig town, and then he wants this hex here. Like, halflings might not connect this game, and that would make their game quite a bit rougher. They're going to pass for 7 here, so... They're probably going to beat me to the 2-key town as well. That's awkward. Though, how much do we need this 2-key town? Maybe not that much. What other town are we looking for? Priest town? Could we actually want the priest town more than 2-key town? How many structures do we want to get to this game? So green is going to get this, this, and this. I think it probably behooves me to take this hex, because that gives me access to another red. So the red's left for me this game. The hexes that are left for me this game, right, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can build 6 more hexes this game, so that would get me to 14 structures. That should be pretty competitive on Network. What do I need for me to get there? Like a ship town could help me to get over here. There's the pass. This is pretty neat. I got onto the... I actually got, for free, I got to pass onto this dwelling tile. Ultrazarni does not have access to the coins action, so that's notable. So I would say that there's probably a case for taking a shipping town. Ship town lets us hard dig this and build this. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 workers to make 2 TPs, dig this, build this and this. We might be able to make that happen with a ship town. I know that I'm 1 worker short, but I should be able to just build this next round. I should be pretty happy too. Chili dog, come on. Coins are coins. Earth 1 and Water 1. Yep. Just catching up on chat. Chash still have 0 ship. I can maybe get the Southern Bridge town. I'm not going to count on that, but that is a possibility. That's worth thinking about. But a bridge and 3 of these guys, and the fact that it's expensive, and I have to fight for the bridge because Chash want this one. I have serious doubts about about my ability to make that happen. But if I can, yes. I want wisps to water 1. Oh wait, no, water 1 block is hard. Chash are gonna get water 1. Yeah, they are gonna get water 1. So halflings definitely want a 2-key town here. So, all right, what is our plan? I think our plan is to, if the coins are there, we take the coins. If they're not, we rush the 2-key. Actually, no, we're never getting the 2-key town, right? The 2-key town, we're never gonna get because actually these guys are really close to getting them. So, what does that mean for us? What that means for us is yeah, this is going to be a dig for this town right away. And I think 2-key is absolutely correct for wisps. So what can we do? I think we just play for the double spade, right? Yeah, I think that in that case we just play for the double spade. Maybe Chashala get it instead, so we just play for the single spade and we go for expanding our network that way. And I think that the ship town should be fine. This hex here is also nice because it'll cut off green from expanding into the, like, to from this green hex. So it's kind of an important hex for us. I think that we would love to be able to double dig this guy and this guy this round. B4 and G1. But it starts with a ship town, so Ultrazani thinking, puts a priest to a cult, so are we supposed to just take this then? Okay, I know that I talked a big game about hard digging before, but I think that this is likely better to just take coins. Coins are pretty good. They're often correct to take. Wisps have no pressure on this, but they do indeed go for this. Maybe they only need one key to lock up the cults that they want. That would be a bummer if I let halflings get away with a 2-key town for free. No, they do take... Yeah, they just take 1 key. Interesting. I don't know what they're going to do with their spade in hand now, but... Does this mean that we're just manually advancing ship, by the way? This might mean we're just manually advancing ship now. Actually, don't look now, but we're being offered the 2-key town. We have officially been offered the 2-key town, unless we see Sanctuary Fire 2, which would be insane. We might be receiving an offer we can't refuse. Now, we don't have a lot of priest production. We could just wind up like dead last on a lot of these. Like, we might end up dead last on the cults, on the air cult. It'll probably only buy us like a point or two here. So maybe the 2-key town is actually not that many points for us. It gets us an extra spade, which is really good though. The spade, we could just place it in like a safe spot here and here, probably. What are halflings doing? How are they making this town? I'm thinking that maybe they upgrade here and then take this. The one good thing about the 2-key town is that it's an infusion of power. It gets us 1 spade and 3 power that we wouldn't get from taking another town. So maybe that makes the 2-key town worth it. Oh, I see. Halflings will just go for 2 towns this round. Okay, that's cool. I approve of that. Are we in too much of an economic hole to be taking such a weak town? Or like a points hole to be taking this? Possible, but I'm basic. Alright, let's get out some dwellings now. You know what? You know, I just realized I am a strong, independent man, and I don't need to advance my shipping here, right? Advancing shipping is for chumps. I have access to double dig. I should just double dig this hex and this hex, and then maybe in this hex. Here's Super's town. I expect this to be a priest or a shipping town. Are we winning network? No, Super's winning network. Halflings are halflings are a winning network if they connect, but we don't actually know if they're going to connect. They probably should if they just TP. I guess they're taking 2 towns this round, so one of them is likely to be a ship town. But if Super takes this blue hex and goes for his sanctuary town here, which he probably should, and I get this hex, which I can just afford to throw away a spade right now because I'm taking double dig. Yeah, it's a priest town. That makes a lot of sense. This is probably a ship advance here then for Super. Okay, I'm actually being invited onto this hex, so that's kind of nice. It's very kind. This is probably a no connection 3 towns halflings game, right? I guess he can try to connect with these 2 hexes. Well, no, the 3 towns can be here, but this does look kind of like a shipping here. Does this priest go to the fire cults or the air cult? Could also go to the water cult. That would enable me to temple water 2, water 3 to close it. Surely no one should let that happen, but it is technically possible. I can already fire 2, fire 3 to close the fire cult, so that's probably not what I should be looking at. I can air 2, air 3 for air. I can air 1, air 3 for air as well. That seems quite good as well. So maybe we just take a single spade here? Is this a ship town? I thought that it should be a ship town, but it could be a coin town and then just advance ship later. I don't know if there's enough endgame points for me here. It is a ship town, okay. I could also just hang this bridge now. I have 2 cult spades coming, so maybe this... Oh no, I can't hang the bridge now. Okay. So, okay, what's happening pass-wise here? Should I be getting onto this pass tile? I don't think I should play my game based around that. But sending a priest to cult here could be quite good. I think the priest to water makes a lot of sense. Oh, never mind, sorry. Halflings are just closing this cult, so I should put that thought out of mind. That was dumb. Okay, so a priest of fire is still useful, because otherwise wisps already closed their cult, so I basically always have fire. Priest to cults are just good in general. Don't have that much power income, so blowing it all now is also not that great. But I think that taking this hex is good. What would we like? We would like this hex, this hex, this hex, this hex, this hex, this hex. So that's still 6 more structures, but I don't know. Let's see what happens if I take this. I have a I have a feeling that I can make something good happen here. I should be able to build 2 more dwellings plus a TP. Like, the extra TP this round is pretty good. It cost me a point, but I can get out more structures than you might think. Let's give this leech. Wait, the cult bump was used on Earth to get a spade. That's presumably H5. Does this mean that we should be trying to pull a fast one here? By the way, for all of our scoring favors, we are not looking great. The wisps also have a little bit of shipping, but it's not clear where they're going to use their spade. They might actually use it on this yellow hex, which would be sad for me. 1, 2, 3. If they do bomb my yellow hex, then I really only have 2 more hexes left for me, and then I have to dig for this one and probably like 1 more. Well, but I have cult spades coming, so. Super buys the priest, which I actually quite wanted, so that's sad. This hex as well. What was that? How did that happen? Oh, wait. Duh. Water 2. Water 2 is a constant bump. Okay, so I'm not getting the pass tile then. Super's gonna put this priest off, and then I'm gonna get locked out of a pass tile. So he uses the priest on air. Fair enough. Oh, halflings didn't stall for that pass tile. That's a little surprising to me. So I think I am getting that pass tile then. That's a pretty good break. I think we're probably supposed to put our digs here and here. Unfortunately, we don't have the shipping to take advantage and place them where we really want them, which is here and here. That's okay. This shipping is good. Now they're going to get onto A8. At least it's like a productive hex to use your... Wait. Well, whatever. To use your cult spades on. They're going to have this hex and then this hex, I guess. So, cool. How many TPs will we have up this round? Who knows? Super, if I'm super, I'm probably opening this round with Temple Air 3, followed by Temple Air 1. But I guess you could go Temple Air 1 into Temple Air 2. That would be fine as well. I should probably go Temple Fire 1, Air 3 to open this round. Or Fire 3, Air 1, rather. That'll guarantee. Then I can lock up the fire cult. I can think about making more temples, but who knows? So 1, 2. Cool. Man, wisps have Earth 1 and Water 1. This is like... Their game is better than advertised, for sure. Okay, there's Air 1. And now they're going to get Air... Like, they can just Temple Air 2 as well. Actually, that's what it should be. It should be Temple Air 1, Air 2. Because I'm going to Temple Air 1. That puts me in striking range of Air 2, Air 3 to finish it. So I think that this is a very good read by Super. We'll give the leech over here. Air 1, Fire 3. Leave ourselves open to taking leech still. We're definitely still in the leech taking business. Okay, so I should probably kiss this hex goodbye, but I should likely still be able to get those in the final round. Okay. Oh, Super let me have this cult? I mean... Should I do it? It's kind of rude to decline, right? Unfortunately, that does mean that if I temple here, then I give up one of these 2 reds. Like, if I build this red, then... Oh, halflings only have one worker left. This red is a lot more important than this red, so I can always just prioritize that as need be. We'll take the free 4 points, plus I get Air 2 economy now. Sure, we'll do it. Well, this turned out to be a better cult game than expected, because now we're winning both fire and air. We just need to remember to take care of business. Okay, so actually, because halflings have so few resources, I think that, or have no dwellings left, I think we can actually build this, TP here, and then take this guy. Unless, I guess, Chash might try to take this hex from us with, like, single dig plus a bunch of workers, but don't think that that's great for them. Where's the temple? We're still taking leech. We're madmen here. It's water 1 instead of earth 1. Okay, that's fine. I think we're supposed to TP, and then that gives us the tempo to build our dwellings whenever we want to. Unfortunately, that does involve giving supers and leech. So in that case, why not just build this one first? And if we lose this hex, we lose that hex. Is that a proper attitude? Now, Super now has a neighbor. He wants a bridge here. I could bridge. That's what I could do. That would be the jerk thing to do. Because then I have the neighbors for this town as well, right? There's so many pressures here. Let's just play it out this way and see what happens. If this hex goes, it goes. We might be able to stomach losing that. We should be able to access the double dig in round 6. And maybe it's not the end of the world if we only end up at 14 structures instead of 15 anyway. This is just a hex, right? The hex gets turned brown, which is fine. So halflings should get a 3rd town. Oh, Super had shipping? I didn't even see that. So it's a good thing I didn't bridge, right? Okay. So we'll put our TP here. Okay, we've severed the halflings connection, which means that it's Super now that we need to worry about. We need to obviously close this cult here, and then we'll build one more TP. Maybe 2 more TPs. We'll see. We'll see how we feel. Wisps should get onto my pass tile, and then someone else should get another pass tile. It looks like halflings are going to get onto the Wisps pass tile. So, okay. Our econ looks really strong. Upgraded digs could be good. And we gotta steal it. Super can just take I6. Yeah. Sorry, just catching up on the chat. Okay, I'm back. Oh, okay, Super got onto temp shift. I see what happened there. How many hexes does Super have left? He's got 2 hexes left, and probably build Stronghold and has access to double dig in the final round. So Super's going to get down to 1 to 2 structures. So building out more structures is good for us. We also obviously have the nice benefit of... okay, sorry. Let's close our cult. We obviously have the nice benefit of having Earth 1, which Super doesn't. So that's further incentive for us to do good things. Super is probably passing on to the spade. I have to think that he's passing on to the spade. He's not getting a pass tile. So he wants to get the spade so he can get the coins action. Then he'll go Temp Sanctuary, Water 2 probably beats me on water. No, he's not beating me on water. He needs his priest to do actual stuff. I'm going to beat him on water anyway. He's getting another town. So I do think that Chash probably win this game, is my expectation. I think that they just have too many points for us to overcome. Like, we're annihilating the endgame scoring, but we don't have a lot of points otherwise. And yeah, so this is... If I'm Chash, I'm passing here for the spade. And I'm going to be the one who's kind of a sucker and doesn't get anything good to pass on to. But, Yeah, because I'm never getting onto the wisp pass tile. This worker power is not really good for me anyway. I probably just want this coins guy, right? Congrats on the 700 elo. I think that you've already hit like the #1 overall ranking, but you had never been master. Is that right? Super's got kind of tight round 6, needs an extra priest for 3 ship, 18 coins for sanctuary 3 ship. I agree, but I mean he's gonna have that, right? He's gonna take his he's gonna take the coins action. This is a regular cost. Yeah, it's 6 coins sanctuary. Like, so there's 12 coins here for this town. I guess he might not have the space for double spade, but I think that's still correct to take the regular spade. Like, this spade pass style has to be correct. And indeed, he agrees. Can we go for another town here? Sources say no. We can give this TP, I guess. Do we still want leech from here? I don't think that we still want leech from there, so we probably give this TP over here, maybe. And this might sound silly, but should we be building another... We need a ship advance as well, but should we be building another TP here? Another TP is 3 points for us. It really hurts economically to build that TP, right? Because we're converting workers, and we're going to be getting coins. Well, we already have coins. Next round, we want ship advance, TP, dwelling. And we're probably using our power for digs. We have all this power right now. It's kind of a shame that I can't actually access anything else. I'm kind of tempted to do this. I have so much power coming in. Am I crazy for just wanting to take a single dig here and just building a hex for the sake of having a hex? Like, my gut tells me that it's bad, but I have so much power. I could either do that or I can make a TP here. Let's think about this a little bit. Taking the TP, we're probably buying the workers, right? And then we're making a TP. One other thing that we can do with our power is we can make a priest, or we can advance our shipping. But given that we have 3 priest income next round, that just feels really bad, the use of it. Like, increasing our shipping means that we can just double dig with our first action next round, and then we don't have to worry about, like, someone else, like, wisps randomly deciding they want to steal double dig from me. A dig advance line was mentioned earlier. I think that dig advance could be good. That means maybe we just want the workers for now, but taking the single dig and just building a hex means that we get a worker. So I think that that's probably fine. Chat thinks, yeah, red alert saying, yeah, it's not that bad economically if I can take the workers action. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking too. I have so much power. Like, what's my power doing? Let's get 3 extra points here, right? Like, let's just take 3 extra points. I don't think that I can fully advance my digging. My guess is that I probably can't fully advance my digging and build 3 dwellings, but who knows? Maybe we can. And if we can, then this line makes us happy. My gut tells me that I have halflings beat. They're cut off from connection, and I have better cults than them, so they're going to get this 3rd town, but they have no scoring favors. They've already advanced their digs, so I'm really only competing with one other player, so I should be able to tie them on network. I don't think they're getting that down to 1 structure. That seems pretty tough. They can't take a 2-for-1 anymore, so let's give them the leech here. So yeah, next round. So next round, if we want to advance our digging, which I think that we kind of do, like, this stronghold doesn't seem that good. It's like a lot of workers for 4 points. Doesn't really 5 points. It doesn't really strike me as better than advancing my digs. So next round I want to advance digs twice, advance shipping once. Coins should not be an issue with this. I want to build 3 dwellings. Yeah, okay. So in that case, I just pass on to this. I take the workers action, first action, and then advance ship twice uses 4 workers. Then I need 6 more workers to single dig and build dwellings. Yeah, like 5 more workers. So, yeah, okay. So I think that we look okay here. It's not our highest scoring game, but that's in part because I guess we bid ourselves down a lot and we took a lot of leech. We built some of our structures before we took our scoring favors, so. But we're looking at like a 3-point round in terms, or 6-point round in terms of the stuff that we're building. And we're hoping to get 4 points off of here and 12 points off of here. So that's 16, or 3 points here. So it's 15 plus 6 plus 4. We're looking for like a 25-point round. So that'll put us at 104. I'm not sure that that's enough to beat Super here. But we're going to try. 104, and then in the end game, let's say we have 15 plus 20, maybe 22. I think Super probably takes water 3 to beat us here. Still a copy of Earth 1 left. It's kind of funny that halflings have just chosen to ignore that. Maybe they go Sanctuary for Earth 1, followed by TP, and then this. I don't know. It's probably Sanctuary Earth 1. That's probably why they took Air 1 first. I didn't really think about that hard. I suppose there's a line where double dig is better because I'm getting down to 1 structure on my board. That would involve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 workers. Yeah, I guess the line was there where I could have double dug and gotten down to 1 structure. That might have been worth it, but at the same time, advancing digs, so that would have been 5 more points from the TP plus the dwelling. Maybe 2 more points for the cult, so that would have been worth 7 points. Plus the network swing is 3 to 6 points. So we're talking about like a 10 to 13 points that I gave up from that. But I get 12 points from advancing digs, right? So, like, how bad can that be? By the way, I think that I can actually buy this priest and send it to water. I'm looking at it, and I need 13-ish points, right? To yeah, I think I'm supposed to buy this priest and send it to water actually, because I need 12 coins or 10 coins to advance my digs and 6 coins to build this. So I only need 16 coins, and I have 18. So I think I'm supposed to take priest, send it to water here. You don't think Super can get down to 2? I think Super does get down to 2. This is, yeah, why would he not be building these 2 hexes, right? And he has a spade in hand. I don't know if you missed that, but he's on the spade. So he just needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 workers, and he has 9 workers. Oh, he would need Temple or Stronghold in addition to this. Yeah, he might not be able to do it. Still think he might have too many points for me, but we'll see. We'll even it up a little bit. We don't need to be losing points now. We need to be making points. This was indeed Earth 1, so that's cool. It is... Was it correct for Super not to go for... Oh, Super... Actually, Super could have taken Earth 1 there. That would have almost certainly put him above me, I think, if he had gotten that. But it doesn't look like Ultrazardi has any incentive to be blocking Super here. Yeah, okay, I should be winning network then, right? I mean, this kind of has to be water 3. Like, there's just nothing else there. Like, this is worthless, this is worthless, this is worthless. So sadly, it's supposed to be water 3 or water 2 here. So what's Super got left? He's got 3 points from TP. Oh wait, he has 0 shipping? Oh, he was on temp ship before, I see. Yeah, okay, so this is... He needs maybe a ship town? Or a priest town. He's deciding between ship town and priest town, I see. And he's also trying to figure out this favor, so fair enough. You probably want to send this priest to the water cult before the spots all disappear. I mean, Chash have to advance their shipping here. If they don't connect, then they're not getting network points, and they really want those 12 network points that they're in line for. I don't think there's any reason why I should avoid just coming in here and like doing my thing. I guess Freebooter could be a jerk and turn this guy off. Okay, no, he just transforms this. He could turn this guy to green, which would be funny. It's kind of bad for me, though, if that actually does happen. Also, maybe this shouldn't be priest to water. Maybe this is supposed to be just advancing my shipping. If I get like some more free leech or like a 2-for-1, then maybe advancing shipping is better than sending this priest to water. Because that's 4 points as opposed to like a swing of 2 points. Well, it could be a swing of 4 points versus Super, depending on if he takes like another... Well, if he takes another favor, then... Yeah, the Priest of Water might be a swing of 2 points, so... Advanced digs twice, we have 8. Then we build 3 stuff. We have 2. 2 and 1, we should, like... All being good, I should have 1 worker left over. That could be a ship advance instead. That'll be possibly better than this Priest of Water. Stay tuned. Oh, I have a cult bomb. Yeah, Priest of Water is... It's almost certainly supposed to be a ship advance. I'm plus 24 in the post game. Doesn't look too bad for me. Yeah, I'm plus 12. And then... Yeah, I mean, who knows? Like, it's... I have a chance. I think I have a fighting chance here. I don't think that halflings are a threat. Um, they just are out of points, right? Yeah, they're out of points now. This is like 2 resource points and 4 dig points, which is 6 points. And then they pass for 12 or 11. So that's 103. And then they have maybe second on network or third on network, 109 plus like 18-ish cult points is like 127. I hopefully have 127 covered. It's not a lot of points. Don't want a 2-for-1. I think that the game is too tight and I have too many resources to make it worth it. Freebooter doesn't build the 12-point stronghold. I think that that's a bit of a mistake, but he did have Earth 1 and Water 1, and he was on the TP tile, so it's actually pretty understandable. This TP is actually a 5-point TP, and you can build more of them than you can build strongholds, so understandable. But the stronghold is actually a 14-point stronghold, because it secretly comes with 2 points from Earth 1. So yeah, I do think that probably the stronghold was better, but so Super has yet to take his town, so that's a 3-point TP, a 9-point town, that's 12 more points, 113. Passes for 4, 117. 2 ship advances, 124. Second in network, 136, and then 4. Let's say it's just 4, maybe 6 points on the cults. 136. That's 142. Do we have 142? We seem like pretty far from 142 right now. So we got 38 points in the end game. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more points coming to us now. We have in right around, like, it's very, very close, actually. I think it's very, very close. It might be like a difference of like 5 points one way or another, or less. Halflings advance their shipping for points as opposed to just randomly digging like I thought that they might. Alright, I don't know. It's not like a good game for wisps, but 8 plus 3, 11, 15, 16, 17. 17 points in the end game. Like they broke 100, which, you know, that's not like a high bar, but like at least they made some points. They got to take a good town, and hey, they took it in the town round, so. I complained about this TP, but honestly, like, wisps kind of like made my wisps really made my day when they took the worker power tile. If wisps don't take that worker power tile, I'm playing a much more expansive game. I'm likely not towning in the town round. Don't know how this game looks necessarily. I guess I'm looking for a town like this in that case. Super might be hoping for some late leech. I'm not entirely sure why the stall happened there. But obviously, yeah, he's just giving himself some extra thinking time. That's probably fine. Wisps probably should have built their stronghold way earlier to get their second town spot. Well, Wisps killed their worker economy in round 1 by building this TP, right? Like, they not only failed to score 3 points, but they also just lost out on 2 workers by doing that. And I think that they've been paying the price ever since. They just haven't had dwellings on the board to actually be able to afford to build their stronghold. Oh wait, Wisps tied halflings on network. I just heard a fun sound effect. Lumen, hello. How's it going? How did your Agricola game go? Super doesn't have Earth 1. I see what you're saying. That's why he's been thinking about it. Yeah. Actually, this is quite a lot of resource points left over. Oh. Super doesn't need to advance ship a 3rd time either. But advancing ship is probably his most efficient way of making points. Okay, what do I need to do here? I'm going to have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't want this leech. I think that I'm supposed to... I think he's supposed to take the priest town and simply send the priest to water, and then just build 1 more dwelling here. And then he maintains his edge on me in the cults. Yeah, it's a good play, because now there's no point in me trying to chase him down here. It's clearly better for me to just advance my shipping, I think. But we'll see. Maybe we can also do the stall math. No one should be able to mess with this. Nah, we're always building this hex. Let's not think about it too hard. Yeah, let's just advance our shipping. It can't be that bad. Like, who cares about swinging 1 point versus chash? Like, they're better off advancing their ship as well. So yeah, we're supposed to just tie on water here, I think. Like, all this probably, like, matters, like, a little bit. Not a ton, but I think it does matter a little bit. Because Super right now is looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 resource points. If he sends the priest, he maintains those 4 resource points, so... Well... I got to advance my shipping and he didn't, so that's actually probably a swing in my favor. All things told. I'm down 12. I'm down 1, 2, 3. I'm down 16 to him when we pass. And then I have +6 in network, so that's 10 to make up. And then I'm plus 20 to 6 and plus 14, so it is, I think that I have him by like 4 points, maybe. We'll find out. What do we got in the chat? Oh, Super could have built the stronghold for 5 points. That is a good point. But yeah, so I do think that the Priest to Water was a bit of a, well, it's probably right about points neutral. And we do manage to escape with a win here. That's nice. What went wrong for halflings? Was it just the water 2 line was too bad? Or was it like they just got really screwed because they didn't get the worker power tile like they were supposed to? I think that losing the worker power tile was pretty painful. Cool. So this is actually our first win this arena season. It's in fact our first win in a live game in a while, so yeah, that felt okay. I guess I won't give the red thumb, but like this was kind of unfortunate. We actually were not that fast, unfortunate streaming things, and the auction specifically was really, really slow, but all right, let's take a quick look at the breakdown of this game, and then we'll get out of here. We took 2 workers' power actions. One of them was to build that TP, and one of them was to build our dwellings in the final round. Took a priest power action. That's pretty normal. And then we got 1 coins action, 1 double spade, and we used a single spade just for the heck of it in round 2. Or no, we used the double spade for 1 hex, and then this single spade we just used when we expanded because we were able to delay advancing our shipping at this round. Otherwise, we got along with some nice cult spades from the Earth track. Okay, so where do our victory points come from? Obviously, towns were not a good source of them, but you know, we all passed pretty well this game, so nothing to complain about here. This was a build-wide game, so I think that was a good reason to delay the Sanctuary until round 3, because this game, like the 2 pass tiles in the game were the Dwelling VP and the TP VP. So this was not a good game for building tall and then expanding, which is sometimes what CM want to do. So I kind of expanded relatively early, saved my Sanctuary for a little later, but we didn't save our Sanctuary for too late because we still got to make so many points off of this Earth 1. Plus, obviously, Water 1, Air 1. That was lucky. As we said, this was a super crappy track for CM. Like, our opponents outscored us dramatically on the scoring track. But, I mean, obviously, it was sad for Wisps, but we don't have to get into that. Yeah, we made points, what, from here? I guess we made 8 points from here, and that was pretty huge. And we got 5 points from here. So we literally got 2 points off the track other than these 2 awkward rounds in the center here. So not good. Fortunately, we were able to chunk point to make it up. And that was enough to make up, like, as far as our towns being bad, we were able to make that up in the end game. So that's where our points came from. We took some leech to make it happen. And yeah, it was a really nasty game. You can see why no one wanted to be the Wisps here. I do understand Freebooter's pain. It was just kind of a tough game to play from that position. But was Halflings correct to be bid down this low? If we normalize, then Halflings scored plus 9 points here, or plus 19 points. They scored the same as Chash. I guess Wisps taking that single dig, or taking the worker power tile in round 1, really hurt Halflings and really helped both Chash and Chaos here. So I think that was probably the key decision of the game. But oh well. If Super took the Air 2 in the Temple round to close out the Air, and then was able to still get Water 1 with the Sanctuary, that would have swung it. Yeah, that's where I was lucky that Halflings right? Halflings built this hex, and then Super really needed to secure his town, so he built this instead of closing air. But yes, he definitely wanted to close air. Um, you're saying if he was still able to get water 1 with a sanctuary, that would have been enough. Yeah, because he didn't build any more TPs during that TP round. So that 8-point swing was probably the difference. And also air 2 would have been a lot more economy for Super as well. Now that said, I got some points back on the water track, right? He needed water 2 to make this happen. Because I had a cult bump, so without the 3 steps on water, I'm beating him here. So maybe it swings 4 points, but the economy is probably enough to make the difference. Regardless, this has been a very long stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. It was a fun one. It's nice to get a win on a good table here. So, despite like the long and like the bit of complaints that almost had the game end early, I think that we're lucky that this game finished and we're lucky to get the win. And thank you, everyone. See you next time.